Clearly, in terms of Bajaj Finance, that's having a rub-off effect right now in terms of Finserv. However, it's clearly on the back of the numbers that have come in. It's the AUM which has actually disappointed the street overall from a consensus expectation basis. Simultaneously, in the recent past as well, you have Goldman Sachs as well as CLSA, which have, CLSA as well as a Macquarie, who've actually gone ahead and downgraded the stock as well. Firstly, your comments with regards to Bajaj Finance.
Yeah. So if you see the Bajaj Finance, what is happening is that from last decade, they have used to grow at 35-40% kind of AUM growth. Now that has been taper off to almost below 30%. And if you see this quarter business update, they have reported around 6% kind of Q1Q growth. And so if you analyze that, it's going to come around 24-25%. So it is way below what the consensus was estimating and the way below what it was used to grow in the early part of this decade. So that is quite like reflecting in their valuation multiple. They used to trade at 8 times, 9 times forward was a time. Now it's trading at almost 6-7 times forward. So in this kind of AUM growth of 24-25%, even if Bajaj Finance, we all know it's a solid franchisee, but the valuation is too rich to to justify this kind of growth. So that is the problem with the Bajaj Finance.
Right. So, Sanjeev, overall, clearly, if you go to see, usually the third quarter is a strong quarter taking the festive season into consideration. What, according to you, would have gone wrong? Do you think that there could be, some festival impact at the end of the second quarter? Or is there a possibility that the company could have gone ahead and lost market share?
Yeah, I think the second part of your statement is quite right. The market share gain, if you see the banking space, they have used to grow like 12-15%. Now they have started growing at 20% plus. Okay, so Axis or ICICI or HDFC Bank. So that is taking the toll on the market share of Bajaj Finance. So I think that is going to continue for quite a time. And this bank, if you see Axis or ICICI or HDFC Bank, still trading at a very reasonable kind of valuation vis-a-vis what Bajaj Finance is trading at. So that is the issue. And 24-25% not a bad number to grow at. But the problem is, as I said earlier, the valuation is reached to justify it.
Right. So again, what do you think we should be watching out for in terms of the numbers, specifically from a spreads and loan mix perspective?
So my sense is, I think more than mix, I think the outlook for the AUM growth going forward, not into FY23, it is already end for FY24 and FY25, how the management is looking at the growth. Because once the growth is come back, I believe the re-rating will again start for Bajaj Finance, because it's a very solid franchisee. It is one of the non-fintech company, as I can say, and it's a solid balance sheet with 1 lakh plus kind of cash. So they have all the ingredient to grow faster than the other. The problem is that they are not growing what they used to grow. So once that come back to the system, I think this Bajaj Finance and even the Bajaj Finserv is going to back to the valuation inch up going forward.
Right. And as you mentioned about valuation as well, clearly Bajaj Finance has actually underperformed Bank Nifty as well over the past year by almost a 20-25%. Do you think that the valuation of the stock is still unjustifiably justifiably expensive?
Yeah, I think so. But if you see by Q2 last quarter, we have seen a level of close to 7,500 level for Bajaj Finance. Now it's coming closer to 6,000 plus odd level. So it's already got corrected. So it could be like we can see a consolidation happening in the current level. And till the time the growth coming back to the system, then we again see some kind of re-rating happening in Bajaj Finance. So my sense is one should hold on to this stock if someone is investing for the long term. New money should not be coming in at the current level, because the growth clarity is still not there for Bajaj Finance. So new money should wait for some time. But if someone is holding the stock for the long term, one should hold on to it.
Would you recommend entering a Bajaj Finserv, because the stock is down almost 59% in the past 1 year?
Yeah, I think from a risk-reward perspective, Bajaj Finserv, because they are having exposure to the insurance space, so one should first looking at the Bajaj Finserv rather than looking for the Bajaj Finance for the entry point of view at current level, because that will give a better kind of risk reward if someone is entering into the Bajaj Finserv rather than entering into the Bajaj Finance at the current level.